Hello and welcome to the SMI shooting floor on the Mahe Bengaluru campus. I'm Niret Alva and I'm here to speak about a brand new series that we're about to shoot. It's called PG Talks at SMI. We are here to speak to faculty members who are going to talk about these fantastic postgrad courses so that you know which one to apply for and which one to choose. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to PG Talks at SMI. With me today is Swati Dandekar. Swati, I'll allow you to introduce yourself and tell us about the course that you lead.
I'm a practicing documentary filmmaker and I have been teaching here at SMI for several years now. We started, this is a relatively new program, the MA in Filmmaking, and we were excited about offering film at the master's level because it allows for a more mature engagement with film as an art form, with film as a response to what's happening in society, as a statement of personal vision. So yes, that's the course that I lead. It's a good mix of both conceptual skills, the conceptual framework, and the practical aspects of film craft.
Okay. Okay, so I'm a student looking at this on the website. So what are the sort of students that you're looking for? How will you evaluate whether someone like me is right for this course or not?
So if you are excited about learning filmmaking at the master's level, if you think it's your medium, if you think you want to tell stories through film, and if you have explored film on your own in some form, because today it's very easy to do that, since technology is so easily available, you know, many students who may have studied other things, but find a little later, perhaps during or after their graduation, that what they're really interested in is film, explore it in some way. So if you are that kind of a student, then certainly this program is for you. You could have done your undergrad in any visual arts or in the humanities. We even have students of engineering come and tell us that while they did engineering because it was expected of them, what they really want to do is explore film.
Okay. So when I visit the website, there are these two terms, right? The EOC and the SOP. So how should a student be working with these and filling these out to make a good impression on you? Yeah.
In a nutshell, honestly, because a statement of purpose is just that, really. It's not some big flowery sort of concoction. It is just stating how you came to film, why is it that you wish to study it, what is it that brings you to Srishti, what is it about the MA filmmaking program in Srishti that particularly excites you. That's what you need to state. And of course, you also need to state how is it that you explored it in your own way. You know, it could have been that you worked with somebody or you could have done things on your own. So that's the statement of purpose. It doesn't need to be too long. It just needs to be simple and honest. The EOC, which is evidence of competence, is there because this is not a program for an absolute beginner. So you have to demonstrate to us, as I said, that today if you say you're interested in film, it can't just stay there. It means that you would have explored, most people do, explored it in some form. So it is your competence in some aspect of filmmaking that you need to show us. If you've done a photo story, for instance, or if you've done a series of photographs, or if you've shot a short documentary with your friends, you know, there's so much amateur filmmaking that happens today. So some evidence of competence in some aspect of filmmaking is important to demonstrate.
One of the challenges we are facing today in the creative industries, right, is this whole omnipresence of AI. So how is this course going to handle that, deal with it? Are you going to welcome it? Are you going to handle it with kid gloves? What can I expect if with this, the way that this whole space is evolving?
firstly, I feel AI manifests itself in so many different forms that I honestly do not fully understand, and I don't think too many people do. So there is, of course, the very obvious ways of AI in which you ask ChatGPT to tell you, perhaps you feed it some keywords and it will churn out a script for you, or it will churn out a review of a film. So there is, of course, that. But we must remember that ChatGPT or similar AI platforms tend to be very generic, and we are looking for that specific sort of personal response to things, or that very specific, how should we say it, a specific kind of aspect of a story that can only come to you because of who you are and the kind of culture that you come from. So that is important. I feel that that allows us to differentiate between the two. Otherwise, I know that AI is useful for many people to get them started off. But then there's also AI in so many different forms that we are not even aware of entirely. There is AI in the way cameras are configured today. There's AI in the way the image gets processed later. So all of that is done by AI, and that's very much there. So I don't know if I want to create this binary of AI and non-AI. Like many new technologies, it's here. We don't fully understand it. Let it come, let it do what it's doing, but we have to maintain personal voice and cultural specificity.
Okay, so in terms of someone, I've done this course, I'm getting ready to pass out. What are the kind of avenues that open up for me if I have enrolled for this course and done 2 years of it?
This is a course that's been designed by practicing filmmakers for aspiring filmmakers, let me say. We count in our numbers sound designers, cinematographers, editors, script writers, directors of both fiction and documentary, experimental filmmakers. So we bring insights from our practice into the course. So in a sense, the course is responsive to the changing and emerging nature of film practice today. Also, the way it is located in SMI is that it's not just a place where you come and learn film craft. You know, there is an emerging global discourse on creative practice as a form of research, which includes filmmaking. And so the MA Filmmaking at SMI locates itself in this discourse. So you have the opportunity to pursue filmmaking within the academy and take it ahead as an academic pursuit. You of course have the opportunity to go out and join the big industrial film if you so desire, and some students do. But there's also, if you see in the past decade, there's been a resurgence of independent cinema. And independent films from India have made their presence felt on the international scene and at very, very well regarded and prestigious festivals like the Oscars, Cannes, Berlinale, Rotterdam, Sundance. So that's the opportunity really for a film student who's finished MA Filmmaking and wishes to pursue independent filmmaking. Of course it's challenging, of course it's not easy, but it's there as an opportunity.
Okay. Just a quick sense of, I've enrolled for this course and I'm going to be here for the next 2 years. Can you just take us a little bit through that 2-year journey? What will it be like for me once I sign up?
So once you sign up, as I said, you are taken through, so there's a mix of both taught courses and projects where you work a little more on your own. The taught courses are a mix of both an engagement with film as an art form and its connections with other visual art forms such as painting, sculpture, other, the more traditional visual arts, and its connection with the humanities. But then of course there is, you are also learning to work with the camera better, with sound, with editing, with mise-en-scène, with documentary film. Then there are projects. So every semester is a mix of the taught and the project taught courses and the project. And projects typically are either interdisciplinary or transdisciplinary, which means that faculty from either film or other allied programs, you know, we have animation, we have contemporary art practice, we have visual communication, we have experience design. So faculty from these would offer projects which are rooted in some contextual engagement or inquiry, because that is a thrust in Srishti, in SMI. And students from different disciplines join these projects. And you of course explore your own line of inquiry within that project. You also collaborate and interact with other students. So that's a very different space from the taught space. So that's what a typical semester is like, and 3 semesters are more or less like this. There's also some theory thrown in, which is important at the master's level. And then the final semester is what we call the capstone. So you have by then honed your craft, you have developed some line of inquiry or a keen sort of understanding of what you want to do, what kind of film you want to make, and the capstone is dedicated to that. You make your own film and you walk out of the course with a film that you've made.
Okay, excellent. Okay, Swati, I'd like you to look into that camera and speak to potential joinees to this course, and how would you like to address them?
If you're keen on pursuing film, if you think film is your medium, if you've explored a little bit with filmmaking in any way, then this program is for you. I would encourage you to clarify for yourself what is it about filmmaking that excites you, and write your statement of purpose accordingly. And as I said before, explore with the camera, explore with storytelling, create work that you can share with us, and be prepared for 2 years of intensive but very, very engaging and exciting journey at SMI.
Swati Dandekar, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you.